Hello, my creepies. Hello, my creepies. Hello, my creepies. Hello, my creepies. Switch my scene. Hi, Jamie. Yeah, we're supposed to get a shit ton of snow. My job had me take my computer home just in case if we do get slammed that I can work from home tomorrow. So we'll see. Hi, Eccentric. Hi, Ash. Love your guts as well. How are you? When are you not working, Serial? When are you not working? Welcome to Coffin Chat, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my friggin' earbuds here because it put a pain in my ass. All right. Oh, there we go. You good here, just working? Sundays, sorta? Sundays? Deadwalk! How are you doing, Deadwalk? Hi, JJ. How you doing? Winter is here. We've been having such a warm November and December, guys. It's not even funny. Monkey. Good evening. Good evening. I hope everyone had a fabulous fucking Wednesday. I know I am having a pretty good friggin' Wednesday myself. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be able to be on today. So pretty happy about that. But here in Alberta, we had a pretty warm December and November. However, supposedly we are getting dumped on by a shit ton of snow. Hello, whereas, how are you? Oh, I forgot to pop out my TikTok chat. Oof. Good thing there, yeah. Oof. How are you doing, whereas? Happy friggin' hump day. How are you? Let's see, let's change this to Scream 7 and Coffin Chat. That's tonight's topic. Tonight's topic, guys, is going to be Scream 7, Melissa, what's going on? How are they going to continue the Scream saga? Also, we got a new game, a demo to show you called Gore Doctor. So we're going to talk about that as well. We're going to discuss a few things, and then I'm going to talk about next week's Coffin Chat because I'm fucking excited for next week's Coffin Chat. I'm going to be, I've been doing some research in my spare time, We know I don't have any. But I've been doing research when I can on different murders that have taken place within the horror movie realm, like copycat murders of horror movies. And I came up with a whole bunch. And so I think next Wednesday on Coffin Chat, we're going to be discussing Friday the 13th. And Friday the 13th Copycat Killer. Yeah. Did you guys know that? So we're going to be discussing that. But yes, I hope everyone had a great hump day. My head is better, Monkey. I don't hurt today. You're all right, Deadwalk. Awesome. Yeah, you're supposed to get 2 centimeters of snow. My city is going to get slammed. They're saying about 11 inches. But we'll see what happens. You had a light dusting last night and that was enough? Yeah. Wait, there is a lot of copycats. Let's just say so far there is 11 that I have found. Okay, so for those of you that don't know a little bit about me on the private side of my life, when I'm not streaming or creating content, in my downtime, I like to call it like on my lunch, or if I'm just hanging out in the living room, I like to do reading on true crime. I do a lot of this stuff on my lunch. Hi, Dunpeel, darling. I'm fabulous. How are you? And so I was diving down this research of mine on I was actually landed upon it because I was doing some future Coffee Chat of horror research. And when I was on my deep dive rabbit hole, I found that there were copycat killers of some of our favorite scary movies. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the movies that were based off, like in Scream was based off of an actual killer, yada, yada. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who actually copycat some of the murders. Yeah. And there's quite a few. So we're going to be discussing that next Coffin Chat. I kind of figured that would be fun. So next Coffin Chat is going to be my theory and my thoughts on the Friday the 13th franchise. I know you guys have been waiting for me to talk about my theories and thesis and what I think about the franchise because it's my favorite fucking franchise. Jason is my numero uno. And I sat down and I've been thinking about it. Am I going to record it or am I going to talk about it live? Am I going to record it? And I like recording, but I really enjoy the discussion part. And you really can't have a discussion when you record it, right? It's just me talking to my fucking self. And then I throw it up there for you guys to watch. The only kind of discussion we can really have is in the comments. So I decided that we're going to do it live and that'll be next Coffin Chat. Like an underground fan-made slasher movies? No. This is basically people utilizing some of our favorite scary movies and fucking murdering people. Hello, Mischief Maker! Murder can't prove a thing. Not if they can't find a body. Right? Like, Steve, how are you? Celtic, how are you? It's all good. I know I changed it a while back, Celtic. I put it in the Discord a while back, but it's all good. I know you're a busy bee. It's all good. I moved Tuesdays to Wednesdays a little bit back, but it's all good. You're here when you're here. You know what I mean? What are you guilty of, Monkey? Hiding bodies? Yeah, well, you know. I hope everyone had a good week so far. Weekend is just about here. My spawn always seems to message me when I am live. She streaks me, this Snapchat thing. She's playing like Roblox or something. She's so funny. Did you say you were going to be talking about Scream 7 and about the actress that left tonight? I am going to be talking about Scream 7 and Melissa Barrera, who is the Mexican actress who was fired by Spyglass Films and the whole Jenna Ortega as well as Neve Campbell. Oh, thank you so very much. Look at you, Chloe. Love your guts. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you. How are you? I see. This is going to be interesting. You have my curiosity piqued. So it is Thursday. So yeah, next Thursday for you, Dunpeel, we're going to be discussing that. Tonight, we're discussing the Scream 7 and the future of the franchise and what fuck-ups they did. Oh, you said Mischief Maker was guilty. I got you. Was going nuts earlier this week, but fixed issue fixed. I'm glad the issue has been fixed. Zach, how are you doing this evening? So for those of you that don't know, Scream 7 has basically been put on hold at the moment because all their final girls are gone. Yeah. Earlier this year, before the SAG-AFTRA strikes that happened earlier this year, Jenna Ortega decided to step away from Scream 7. This was before the strikes, right? Because of Wednesday and Beetlejuice, the scheduling for Wednesday and the filming just did not line up. So she was walking away from that. Well, hi, Rosie. I'm not up late. It's only 6:30 at night for me, honey. You're doing good, Zach? Awesome. You're doing good, Chloe? That's great. Hi, Zombie. How are you? Sweet. As let's have a nice chat. Please tell me about it. I will. I was surprised to see that a few people still didn't know about Scream 7. And so I figured, you know what? We were supposed to talk about this last Wednesday, but after my surgery, I wasn't feeling up to it. I couldn't even speak. So we're a little late on the subject, but I have found that there are so many people out there that had no idea that both final girls from the Scream chapters, the new Scream chapters, are gone. Actually, you are right. I was feeling it was more like 11, but I just woke up. Rosie, how was your nap? So Jenna Ortega left Scream 7 earlier this year. So she's out the door. That was the one final girl, right? Might as well get my howl in. Hello, Celtic. How are you? Zach, thank you for becoming a Leviathan for 24 friggin' months. It's 2 friggin' years, Zach. 2 friggin' years. Thank you so very, very much for sacrificing your soul over on YouTube and being a Leviathan. 2 fucking years over here, man. Thank you so very much. Isn't Courtney Cox still part? Yes, Chloe, she is. She actually survived Scream 6. So Scream 7 has made some waves a few weeks back. And basically, they fired Melissa Barrera. She played the sister to Jenna Ortega's character, the Carpenter daughters, right? The 2 main final girls in the Scream franchise. So now they're without 2 final girls. And Melissa was unjustified. Her firing was not justified for what she posted out about Israel and the Palestinians and what's going on over there. She just said that killing people is not what you should be doing, and the government should be stepping in and stopping the genocide of the innocent people and not talking about the terrorist group, right? I'm not going to get into that part. I'm just putting out there what she said. And Spyglass didn't like that. And Spyglass said, well, we have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of any hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. Now, what she wrote had nothing to do with any of what Spyglass stated they fired her for. Nothing. It's a huge Instagram post that she posted in her story. And if you want to go and see it, you can. You just type it into Google and it will pop up for you. Honestly, they fired her for no apparent reason. I mean, there's an agenda added, of course. So that part. However, she didn't do anything hateful, anti-Semitic. All she basically said in the gist of it, because her thing was long, all I'm going to tell you, this is the gist of it. She basically said people should not be killing one another. Blame the Israel government on not stepping in and protecting their people and protecting all people, not just Israelis, everybody. And yeah, she was fired for that. Thank you very, very, very much, Botan, for re-sacrificing your soul for 2 months. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. How are you tonight, Botan? Heavy. She's got big balls. Right? Mandy's been drinking something a little bit strong. I am fabulous, Botan, fabulous. We're going to be sitting here discussing Scream 7 and Melissa Barrera, the future of Scream, Neve, and all of that shit. Skynet can fuck off. My final on my math was like a 71%. That works. That's a passing grade, Botan. Good for you. GG's. Yeah, Rosie, I'll probably do that later on in the stream. Just because I'm only on for about an hour and a half usually on Wednesday nights. It's a little bit of a different schedule when I do Coffin Chat. That song never ceases. I know, right? That song makes you laugh every fucking time. Scream will be better. The new cast completely sucks. So, we haven't really heard too much on the future of Scream. I'm sure they have something in their pocket. Like, I'm sure they do. They just didn't willy-nilly fire her without having a backup plan. And I completely agree with you, Serial Killer. The new chapters of Scream, it's nice to see Ghostface on the big screen again. However, I could give a fuck less about all of them. I was not happy that Dewey died. I didn't care for these. I just didn't care for the new stories. I don't know why. And the fact of the matter is, in Scream 6, motherfuckers got stabbed 30 times and walked away. 30 times and walked away. That's not going to fucking happen. The fucking Fabulous Four need to die. That's how I look at them. They just need to die. They could do something like that and bring Stan back. They could do a lot of crazy shit right now. The ball is in their court. However, they pissed off a lot of fans. A lot of people they pissed off. So in layman's terms, she got fired for speaking what's on her mind and posted online. Keep it exactly done, Pio. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, you can't say anything against any narrative now because you're automatically canceled. So if you're speaking on behalf of something that you feel is wrong and that should be right, and you're going against the narrative of whatever the narrative is at that point in time, and they don't like it, you're gone. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are in this world, you're gone. So it's really sad when people have a platform like she did. And she still does have a platform because her fans have rallied behind her to be able to speak out about the injustices of what happened and what's going on. And she has that platform to make changes. So I'm glad to see that she's still sticking to her guns. And her final statement was, I would rather be excluded than be, a part of the rest of the crowd. Mama Ducky says hi. Oh, tell her I said hi. We miss her. Hope the babies are doing good. So, I don't know where Scream is going to go. We heard rumors that they were going to ask Neve back. And I hope Neve would turn around and say, go fuck yourself, Neve. I mean, for me, Campbell is Scream. We grew up watching Sydney in all of the Scream chapters. She's been there throughout. And then when they come back to make Scream 5, they bring her in for like a cameo. She has a couple pieces in there. She's in there, but not like the main centerpiece. And then when 6 came, they completely got rid of her altogether. Like, go fuck yourself, right? Because she was entitled to more money. She wanted more money, and she deserves more money. Because she is Scream. Besides Ghostface, it's Campbell and Ghostface. That is the face of Scream. Neve said she'd come back if they want to pay her what she's worth. Yeah, exactly, Gen X, exactly, and they should. She will be back in Scream 7, and I think when she comes back, she's going to be psychotic, and Ghostface will be her. You know what? Anything can happen. Anything can happen right now. I knew what you were saying, Serial. I kind of got the goes face, so ghost face. Serial is talking into his phone as he's driving, and so Siri is like literally fucking him. But no. I remember Gen X back in the beginning of Scream 7 before it hit theaters when they were still in production. How Neve said, "Hey, you know what? Pay me what I'm effing worth," and she's right. Pay her what she's friggin' worth. Now, they didn't feel she was worth it. Did Scream do well? It did. It did good, without her. Do fans want her back? Yeah, fans do want her back. Fans wanted her back. There's nothing wrong with having new final girls, but when you completely write out the main final girl, she helped create the franchise, Serial. She's a good actress. She puts worth and value into the franchise of Scream. She is Scream. When you think of Scream, besides Ghostface, who else do you think of? Be honest here. Tell me in the chat, guys, on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Who do you think of besides Ghostface when you hear Scream? Personally, I think of Sydney. I don't think of anybody else besides Sydney, Stu, the original two, Ghostface, Stu and Randy. Daisy did. No, baby, she's not in there. But these are the people that help make the Scream franchise. They're the people that you think of. They're the people that should be in it. I don't ever think of Gail. I don't know why I don't ever think of Gail. My streak is as much of a 10 as me. Sweet. Thank you so very much, Gen X, for a 10 stream streak. That's fucking amazing. 10. You were here 10 times in a effing row. Thank you so very much for that. I really wish Twitch gave me an ability to throw that up on the overlay, because I would love to put that up on the overlay. Like, just, give big props to those of you that come back and watch me every day, that have the ability to come back and watch me every day. I don't want to get into too much detail either. My all-time favorite lead singer of all time of my favorite band, Disturbed, and he's speaking what's been hurting his mind and his heart. Yeah, and definitely Don Peel, definitely. Because the fake out with Drew, yeah, you could do that as well. Not a Scream fan, yeah, so no one. Yeah, I get that. Hello, Riggs. Scream is all about Dewey. I love Dewey. All right. I basically teared up when they killed him. But the Spyglass actually has a shit ton of things that they can do right now, since they have neither of the girls there. Regal's coming in with the 5 back-to-back streams. Look at fucking Regal. And Regal's a busy bitch. Let me tell you something. Regal is a busy bitch, and she was able to make it here on a 5 stream streak. Thank you very much, Regal. I really appreciate it. I definitely do. Thank you. I do wish Twitch gave me a way to pop this shit up on the screen. I once saw David Arquette perform as Frank in a stage production of Rocky Horror Show. I fucking love David. He is so awesome. Whenever I think of Scream, besides Ghostface, is the comedy parody movie Scary Movie. So when I think of Scream, I actually think of 4 people. And when I think of Scream, it's Sydney, it's the Ghostface mask, and the 2 guys that played Ghostface, right? And I'm not a huge Scream fan. So, I mean, I like the movie. I'm not a diehard fan. But that is what I think of when I see Scream. And, I was a little bit like, bleh. 5, was okay. 6, I like the kills, when there was some fucking kills. I was disappointed in the new chapters because everybody fucking survived, which I don't even know why, especially the boy that got stabbed 30 times. Hey, Ra, I'm at 5 streams. Thanks, Reeds. If Twitch ever shows my streak, it will prove I have no life. No, Deadwalk is here. Deadwalk is here every friggin' stream. Every stream. I don't think that if I stream 365, Deadwalk would be here 365. I think there's maybe one time in the entire time of your modding career that you were just like, I'm not going to be here. And I'm like, it's all good. Deadwalk is here every stream and in multiple. Like, I'll be on YouTube and I'd be on Kick and I'll be on Twitch. Where's Deadwalk? On all fucking 3. Deadwalk is, I'm here. So, yeah. Yours would be off the fucking charts, Deadwalk. Drew Barrymore's death always pops up in my mind when someone mentions Scream. She had a great death. However, I will say the original is the best. Don Peel, the original, is the best. I do enjoy Scream 1, and I do enjoy Scream 2. Other than that, the rest of the Scream franchise, it's okay for me. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the franchise. However, it's still good story. It's still good fun. And I will still collect Ghostface stuff. Like, I mean, I've got several Ghostface items here. Anyway, back to Scream. Exactly, Deadwalk. And now I can watch Drew's death scene in Scream and be like, yeah, you just hang there and think about being a scab, Drew. Yeah, all that shit there too. Mm-hmm. And she's been flipping tables. She flips tables all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I would really like to. Do you guys think Stu really died in Scream? Like, could you survive that CRT TV falling on you? And what, he had like a gunshot wound, and he had several stab wounds, right? Because he was feeling woozy, man. I feel woozy. So could he survive the what? He got, I don't know, was it 4 stab wounds? Was he like stabbed 4 times? And then did he get shot by any chance? I can't remember. I believe so. And then boom, TV falls on him after he got his ass kicked too, right? So could someone survive the TV, the stabbings, and the gunshot, and the ass whooping that he received? Have you held a TV that big before? An old ass TV? I remember them being heavy as fuck. I just remember them being heavy. You usually had to have 2 people pick up a TV. Mind you, that was in my younger years, you know, like quite young, but I don't know. I haven't felt how heavy an old TV is nowadays. Like, I have no idea. Shaggy might have survived. That's a big fucking possibility. Hanging in the garage, smoking and watching. I have chocolate covered strawberries. So I would think, could he survive? Maybe. Like, maybe. There's a big possibility. Fuck, my old 32 Sony had a seatbelt to the stand. Yes, it did. I remember that. Nice, Heavy. I'm about to go lurk and watch a movie. What movie, Riggs? All right, gotta bounce. Internet provider out. And I'm leaving with my phone's hotspot, so I can't lurk. No worries. Gen X, thank you for popping in. Have an amazing night. I will slash you later. But yeah, XLR, that's your name, right? Is XLR? We had a 27-inch TV. That thing probably weighed over 100 pounds. Right. So what do you guys think? Eccentric, you had a 32-inch CRTV? Done Peel. Thank you for your super sticker. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. 32-inch CRTV, and that was 325 pounds. Holy shit balls. 325 pounds, Eccentric? Jim Carrey's Grinch. Ooh, enjoy, Reegs, enjoy. Yeah, the new flat screens, I can carry one of those mofos very easily. We used to take our CRTs to LAN parties. They had their own bag. The little mini ones, yeah, I remember the little ones, but you know, a regular family-sized television, you're looking at probably like 32, right? Yeah, it took me and an engine lift to haul it off. Jesus Christ. I do appreciate it, Dunfield. Thank you. But yeah, that I don't know. I think he could live. You know, it's horror movie logic. We know horror movie logic, right? Like, it never makes sense, right? The big tittied bitch is running up the stairs when she should be running out of the house, right? You know what I mean? Horror movie logic. I think he could come back. I do. I think Stu can come back. Could they do it? Yes, they could. Would people rejoice? Yes, they would. Would people bitch? You know they will. Okay, not trying to be rude either. Mandy is the fastest typer, or is Mandy is AI, Rosie. She's an AI mod. She does a lot of little things. Mandy's quick fingers and twisted mine are all too real. No AI here. She doesn't like it when I rat her out. Those glass tubes, TVs, they did weigh a lot. So do you think, okay, tell me, YouTube, do you think Stu could survive? Do you think he could have survived that TV? Twitch, do you think Stu could have survived that TV? Anyone remember TV dinners? Yeah, they do still sell them. They sell them, Chloe. They're not good for you, but they do sell them. No, I'm over it. Hey, Quindy. Horror movie logic, don't open that door and run. Exactly, Dun Peel. I'm on the fence, Quindy. I'm one of those people that, like I said, I'm not a huge, I'm gonna snooze this ad break because it's over on Twitch. So I'm gonna snooze it for 5 minutes. Doubtful, but not impossible. Yeah, doubtful and not impossible. For me, I don't feel either way about it, right? I don't. What would be cool is if actually Sydney did come back and be Ghostface and murder everybody. Then I'd be happy because then everybody is fucking dead. And that's the way it should be in these films. We don't need final people. I'm over final people. You don't think so, Death Channel? Yeah, people have survived stranger situations, probably, but not likely. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Eccentric, and I'm with you on that, Deadwalk. In my opinion, I think that I don't really care if Stu comes back or not. I know there's people that have been like petitioning and literally petitioning for Stu to come back, to be Ghostface. However, it doesn't affect me either way if he does or he doesn't, right? I would like to see everybody die, though. That's just me. I mean, that Fabulous Four or whatever the fuck they call them, they just need to die. Plain and simple. It will not make an impact from me. Same, Quindy, same. I like the films. I like the stories. I really enjoyed the first one. I like the second one. Do I love it? Nah, I can do without a new one, and it's not that big of a deal to me. What character they could add? Well, I don't know. I mean, they really could add anybody at any given time. But I don't know. And you can guarantee if they did bring Stu back, you'll have a lot of people pissed off. No, I need a last movie, like, please. You know, it's nice to see some of them back on the big screen, but don't draw it out. You know what I mean? Just stop. Create something new. And I think that's the problem is that it's really hard to make a new killer to stand with the test of time. I mean, we have Art the Clown, which is fucking amazing, and it's this generation's villain. Art the Clown is this generation's villain. We had in the 80s, we had Out the Door with Michael, Jason, Freddy, right? And then we have Ghostface for the 90s, Candyman for the 90s. What the fuck is texting me? So every era really basically has had their villains, and there hasn't really been any big time villains after that, if you think about it, after Ghostface. I mean, you have your Chuckies again, that's in your 80s, right? And I mean, you had Pennywise, but again, that's another generation, and they redid it. I don't know. They had Jigsaw, yeah, but he's a different caliber, right? He's a different caliber of villain. You've never seen Terrifier. Dunpeel is good. Blood and Bruise, how are you? Terrifier is good. If you like gory films, Dunpeel, then you're gonna enjoy this. If you are somebody who does not like gory films, you will not enjoy it. However, if you're on a little bit, you're like on the cusp of enjoying it, not really, go see it. Just go see it. 1 is great. 2 could have been better than the first one, but I think 2 is on the same level for me. There's a few things about 2 I did not care for, and that's why I didn't think 2 is better than the first one. But and that's my opinion. There are numerous things in 2 that I did not like. Overall, it was an awesome fucking movie. The gore was gorgeous, and the gore was more in 2 than it was in 1, and I will give it that. However, there are numerous things I did not like in the second one. Fuck gory films. I live for gory films. I am a gore whore. Fix me, motherfucker. I'm right here. I do like Amanda, though. I love Amanda. Love Amanda. This Jen's villain is Freddy Fazbear, Springtrap, and Megan. Yeah. I don't know. For me, yeah, Freddy Fazbear, Springtrap, and Megan, those are, don't hate me, but they're lame. They're just lame. Monkey Van Meowerton, thank you for your 5 stream streak. Thank you, Deadwalk. I've been trying to keep an eye out for those guys. Seriously, I actually told my mods to let me know when people put 5 or 3 or their 10 stream streaks in my Twitch chat, because I actually care enough to say thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being here. I told my mods the other day, if I am playing a game and someone shares their watch streak and I don't see it, tag this bitch and let me know, because I want to acknowledge that. So thank you for tagging me, Deadwalk. That movie could have been so much more. Yes, exactly, Quindy. I agree. I'll give it a miss. After watching Devil's Rejects, I had a little trouble sleeping that night. Okay, so Terrifier Dunpeel is definitely not up your alley. If you had issues with Devil's Rejects, you will have extreme terror nightmares with Terrifier 1 and 2. I fucking love the sadness blood. I loved it. I've watched it a million times. I love that film. I love the hospital scene. The hospital scenes are the fucking best. It did make me a little teary-eyed. I'm not going to lie. The sadness did hit me the first time in this Undead Heart. It did. It hit me in the feels because of love. But other than that, I fucking loved the film. Loved it. I really disliked Terrifier 1, so I will not be watching 2 or 3. Quindy, what did you not like about it? Please, let's talk about it. I love hearing different opinions. Like, if you didn't like it, why? What didn't you care for? I enjoyed Terrifier 1. I really did. I love the upside down scene. That was awesome. I love how the kills are artistic and over the top. I love that about Terrifier. I love that about Art the Clown. It's not horrible. No. It's not horrible. Like, there's some films that I thought were okay, and I'll explain why it's okay. I like the discussions. I always like seeing things from other people's point of view. It makes things interesting. Hello, Dell. How are you? That's okay. I see Megan as this gen's Frankenstein monster. I understand that you see them as lame. Yeah, Dunpeel, I see them as lame, and not lame as in a horrible term. So it's really hard. When I say lame, it's like me. They're not overly scary. I don't consider them much of a villain. I consider them more children's villains than anything. So when I say villain of this era, like Art the Clown, he's a mother effing villain. See, that's what I thought. I recommended it to a coworker and it ruined them. Again, these kinds of films, Blood and Brew, are not for everybody. And I let people know that I am a gore whore, and I love, my favorite genre in the horror genre is the shocking and disturbing. That is my favorite. And then I love my monsters, my zombies, my slashers, my hillbilly cannibal, yada, yada, yada. But my favorite is shocking and disturbing. So there are films that people will never watch again. I watch them like 40 fucking times. They are my favorite films. Cannibal Holocaust. I friggin' love Cannibal Holocaust. Grotesque. Loved it. Like, I enjoy those kinds of things. But when I recommend movies like The Sadness, like Grotesque, I make sure to tell people this is heavy on the shocking and disturbing side of things. These are films that will make you uncomfortable. It'll make you question what the fuck you are watching and why you are watching it. And I love that kind of shit. Love it. They are fun. Hey, RC, how are you? How are you doing? I can appreciate the creativity, for sure, and I get that, Quindy. I honestly got bored in one and stopped before anything happened. It was just not into the horror mood that day. No worries, Monkey. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, and I love it. Have you seen Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight? I have, and I've seen a few others, like something about fucking in the woods. I can't remember the name of it. And you appreciate that aspect as well. Exactly. And especially if I didn't care for a film, Quindy, but I liked certain things that it did, I'll give it that respect. Because there could be aspects of a film that I did not like, but I liked some of the aspects of the film. And like I said, there was like Scream. I thought Scream was okay. I liked some of the kills. A lot of it I disliked about it. It's all about taking risks, but is there a fine line? I don't know if there's a fine line, to be honest with you, Quindy, because it's horror, right? Anything to get or invoke the feeling of disgust, anxiety, terror, fear. Horror represents that. I think, in my terms, I mean, if you see some of the movies that I watch, you would question me. Honestly, you would question me. All right, guys, there's an ad break on Twitch. Unfortunately, I'm just going to let you guys know that. Boom, right there. Grotesque was good. Deadwalk, yeah, I loved Grotesque. Now, if you're wondering about the Grotesque that we're talking about, it is a Japanese film. No, it is not an American or Canadian-made film. No, it's not a horror comedy. It is a shocking and disturbing, on a next level, shocking and disturbing film. Oh, wait, what about Slender Man? He's 2010. So Slender Man, and this is the thing about Slender Man, the myth of Slender Man caused such a crazy, chaotic crime among 3 12-year-old girls a few years back, where these 3 girls decided to, 2 of the girls decided to try to murder their best friend because Slender Man told them to. Slender Man is going to make them murder people. And right there, that is scary in itself, that whole Slender Man. These are 3 girls. They befriended, they had a best fucking friend. They played dress up with that day before they went to the park to murder their friend. They were fucking playing dress up. Being young 12-year-old girls, having the time of their lives, they decide to go for a walk, which they are never allowed to do beforehand. But mom's like, it's your 12th birthday. Go for it. Have fun. They walk to the park, this forest area of the park, and they stab the shit out of their 12-year-old friend. And the only reason why their 12-year-old friend actually survived is she found the strength and crawled out onto the fucking sidewalk, and a guy who was riding his bike seen this motherfucker, seen this 12-year-old girl on the ground, and saved her friggin' life. Like, what the shit? That's scary. A myth, something that was fake and created online called Slender Man, turned into this crazy real life thing. And it's scary. Hi, Hufflepuff. Yeah, I know. Crazy. 19 times. Hello, 8-bit darling. How are you? That movie could have been more as well. Yeah, I think it could have been as well, Quindy. I definitely do. Don't forget Leatherface. Oh, yeah, but Leatherface is from the 70s, right? So Leatherface is one of my second favorite. I was a bigger fan of the first Terrifier movie. I enjoyed the first Terrifier movie. I will say Terrifier 2, the gore is higher level in 2 than it was in 1. I didn't really care about the She-Ra angel winged twat that came back. I'm just not into that. That really brought the movie down for me, that when she died, I was cheering. I was like, fuck yes, die, bitch. And the next thing you know, she's coming back like she's fucking She-Ra or something. I did not like that. I did not like it. Yeah, she's a great actress. I have nothing against the actress. But when I watch a killer that is supernatural, like Art the fucking Clown, and people survive, ruined it. I'm good if y'all good. I am fabulous, 8-bit. Thank you for asking. The ad break is now finished. Welcome back, guys. I do apologize about the ads here on Twitch. But yes, she was stabbed like 19 times, that Slender Man. The end, yeah, like the after credits thing, I thought that was, I liked that part. I did like that part where she gave birth to the head, and they were gonna do the Malignant way. So Malignant came out, right? I really enjoyed Malignant. I know a lot of people shat upon that movie, but I enjoyed it. Anyways, Malignant had it to where the craziness came out on the back of the head, right? So Terrifier 2 was supposed to do that. However, they didn't want to copy Malignant, so they changed it to the head, kind of deal. And I thought that was kind of fucking weird and crazy. And I like the weird and crazy. I did not care for the whole sister dying and then coming back to life. I just thought that was some utter bullshit. The town actually, since that happened, cut down all the trees where it happened. I wouldn't blame them. I enjoyed Malignant. I watched it high with this guy I had over, so it was fun time. Nice. I enjoyed Malignant. I watched it numerous times. You can definitely see the inspiration that James caught in that movie. There was numerous inspirations and nods throughout, not just horror films, but true crime films like Seven. Malignant was a fucking trip. I loved it, Blood, right? It was great. I enjoyed Malignant because it was like a smorgasbord of horror and true crime mixed in together. It wasn't just one thing. It was something new. It was different. It wasn't the same shit that everybody else was doing over and over again, as you can tell in the theaters. Definitely Blood, over the top camp. I thought it was great. I liked it. Mama Ducky Hugs thinks Art is a silent mime and not a clown. Well, he has his clown horn. Beep beep, that he uses. So he looks like a mime because he's black and white, right? And Malignant was decent, Deadwalk. Yeah. A lot of people shit upon it. All right, Reanimator, I have to go now. Got to finish up cleaning the house before the weekend start. Thank you so very much for the live stream. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's so much. Bye-bye. Don Peel, have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I love your guts. And I will see you later. But yeah, it's crazy. You know, Slender Man started out as a myth. What is that other one? That ugly lady one? MoMA? It started with an M. Like, it was crazy. She had this like long ass fucking face, and it started on YouTube, or maybe Creepypasta, and then a YouTube thing. Anyways, those kinds of things can go crazy. And as you can tell, young impressionable minds on the internet reading these things, and some of them, the girl that basically did this whole thing, she had mental health issues that were undiagnosed. Later on, as they were going through the trial, they were diagnosed her with a mental health issue, and that is one of the reasons why what happened. Not only did the one girl, but both of the girls had mental health issues. Well, if Art has a nice package, then might as well have to stand. Well, he does carry a nice big black bag. But I like Art the Clown. Is Art the Clown better than Ghostface? How do you guys feel about that? Do you think Art the Clown is better than Ghostface? Since we're talking about Scream, and we're talking about Scream 7 and the future of Scream and the villain, what do you think about Art compared to Ghostface? I will say that Art the Clown has better kills. I feel like there's no comparison. They are their own caliber, but see, for me, Ghostface is your average serial killer. I go around, I stabby stab. There's no creativity in his kills, if you know what I mean. And if I had to compare the two, Art over Ghostface, I would have to give it to Art. And I'm just talking about kill-wise. Personal preference is Art. Yeah, for me, it's Art as well. And I compare it to the kills. That's what I compare it to. Ghostface is your average Ted Bundy, stabby serial killer, you know? Whereas Jason, Freddy, Art, Chucky, they all have these creative, amazing kills. Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt about that, Chloe. Art is supernatural. Ghostface is human. Ghostface would get eaten alive. It's the same thing. I mean, I know Leatherface Bubba. There is nothing saying that Bubba is supernatural, but let's get real. Bubba had mortal wounds in 1. Bubba got blown the fuck up in 2. Bubba has numerous mortal wounds. He should have died, but he doesn't, and he constantly comes back. So to me, there's a little supernatural somewhere in Bubba. Whereas Ghostface is human. Art is, I believe this, I agree with you, Steve. Art is more fun. I love figuring out what makes people snap, but I also love figuring out the nature of entities. Yeah, Quindy. I think it's very interesting the way their minds work. Art is better, more consistent villain. The caliber of Ghostface depends on who's wearing the costume. And I agree on that, Del. I definitely agree on that. Where Ghostface just stabs people and slits throats. It's like comparing Jason and Michael. For me, Jason's kills are better than Michael's. And the new universe literally copied Jason's kills. in a Halloween and the other parts of the franchise of Halloween, his kills are mediocre. They're okay. They're cool. But Jason's kills are over the top, crazy, in your fucking face kills compared to stabs and strangles. You know what I mean? I really have a Michael in low tier. I like Michael. Don't get me wrong. I like Halloween. He's in my tops. He's in my top 5. He's not my favorite. Not to mention Art's makeup design is much more impressive, and the presence of the actors I agree, Deadwalk. I will agree with you. The presence of the actor makes him unnerving, and it does. He's a silent motherfucker, and he does. He's not your favorite. Yeah, no, I know he's not your favorite. For me, Michael he's up there, but Jason again is my favorite, like my numero uno, and Bubba is my second. Presence is very important. I agree with you, Deadwalk. Bubba just has a plot armor. Right? Hello and good day. Hot Neve Campbell is back. RCA's, I don't think she's back just yet. They haven't made any official announcements. We don't even know if they fully asked her back yet. There has been a lot of speculation. We were just talking about the future of it, and then we got spiraled off into a whole other fucking conversation. I hope she comes back. She gets the script she wants and the money she deserves. I agree with you, RCA. Well, you can guess how he could be my favorite. Who? Michael be your favorite? Wasn't the Simulacra game based on a true story creepy game? Well, okay, Simulacra is a great game. I enjoyed Simulacra 1 and 2. However, Simulacra is more of an Asian mythology where they believe ghost in the machine kind of shit. And that's really what Simulacra is based off of. They made a video game about it, Simulacra 1 and Simulacra 2. Basically, this entity that goes into a phone, and this entity kills people via your phone, right? And pretends to be you, and this whole big thing. If you haven't played Simulacra, I'm going to tell you to go and play it. It is fun. It is numerous endings. I think there's about 3 endings in the first one, and I think the second one has, I want to say 5, but don't quote me on it. It's been a long time since I played either of them. It's all about how he's swinging. So if he's swinging down low, Quindy's a go. Well, get back to it then, boss. I know I'm so bad, Deadwalk. Cindy Lauper. How you doing, Brian? Maybe so. You know, we should do that song. Was a Miss Elliott song? You know, and ask him, you know, how hard she has to work it. She's more off track than a Hot Wheels car that flew off across the room. 100%. That is what I'm known for. Getting off topic. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. If Scream brought, let's say, Neve back, Neve Campbell, however you pronounce her name, if they brought her back, I think fans would be very happy. I do know they pissed off a lot of people by firing Melissa. Melissa was quite loved as a final girl in Scream. Could they stop making Scream and I'd be happy? Yes. Plain and simple, yes. I don't feel that they need to keep bringing on the chapters. You know what I mean? I think it could all just be done. To leave it on this kind of note, I don't think would be a good thing. I think they have to come up with something and then end it. No more Ghostface. No more Ghostface. Is there room for a new killer? Yes, there is. There are tons and tons of horror novels out there that are not touched. They could adapt, turn into films. There is a lot out there that they can do. Leatherface's big, lovable teddy bear. Stretch was a great crush for him. She was, Chloe. She was. That was his first love, right? That was his first love. First love interest was Stretch. Finding the time to do those things, right, Quindy? I wish I could write. I don't have anything up there. I have ideas on kills, but to write an actual story, I don't think I could. However, if you want me to help you create kills, I have some fucking awesome kills in mind. They are trying to control people style. Seen too many actors have to be told from overseas by their overseers. I ventured into independent horror these days. Oh, independent horror RCAs is where it is. I love independent films. I think I do have what it takes, but I write more queer horror. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there needs to be more queer horror. It may not be for everyone. No, but you're writing. So when you're creating something, you're creating it for a specific group of people, right? Like my stream for Existence, Quindy. Here's haha, secretos. No, Ron might be on some kind of watch list. You never know. How you doing, Secretos? I'm queer whore, I suppose. But so, for example, I'm not woke though. No, you're not. You wouldn't be here if you were, because those kind of people don't like me. I don't know why. Mind you, I don't sugarcoat their shit. Anyways. It's like my entertainment, my channel. My channel is super niche. It's horror. It's not Dead by Daylight. It's not, Friday the 13th or just Texas Chainsaw Massacre. My niche is horror. My thing is just chatting about horror. My passion brings horror. Not everybody likes that. People will see this stream and bypass it because it's not their thing. I don't stream for everybody. I stream for a specific type of person. And that specific type of person is someone who enjoys horror movies. Somebody who likes to sit and talk and discuss about horror movies. I'm not talking about my gaming streams because that attracts gamers, right? I'm talking about my just chattings, my coffee chat of horrors, my coffin chats, my interviews. Those are geared towards a specific type of person. I think your work would definitely hit. I definitely do. I know this bot. That's great, Quindy. Confidence is key. Keep believing in yourself. Mandy can be sassy. I'm going to tell you that. She can be sassy. I am happy more people are finding those rare gems and seeing better writers. I agree. I'm good, thanks. I was sick on the weekend, but okay now. That's good, Brian. I'm glad you're feeling better. It is very niche. What I do is very niche. It's not going to be for everybody. I probably, Cairo, I have not looked at my email today. I know it's really bad of me, but I work all day. I come home, I make supper, I try to spend time with Heavy, and then I get on here and get my shit ready to stream. I really honestly haven't even looked at my email. I will look at my email though. I will look at it. I'm okay, sweaty from boxing and the damn burpees from hell. I hate burpees. I used to have to do them in roller skates. That sucked. How was kickboxing though? Oh, in boxing, you're doing boxing. How was boxing? Oh, wait, you watched Bottoms and Tragedy Girls. Yes, I have. Tragedy Girls is a great film. Cannibal, how are you doing this evening? Happy hump day, by the way. Crazy that they both gone. Not looking so good for the franchise. No, it's not. But again, Spyglass has a big opportunity here to really blow the minds of moviegoers. They do. They have that opportunity. Can they do it? With the proper writers, yeah, they can. I must say, since I've been a part of this community, the last few years, I have seen movies like Evil Dead. If I weren't a part of this community, well, I'm glad you're part of this community, and I'm glad we can open up your horizons. Hi, Aiden. How are you? It was a long time ago. I watched it. That was a good movie. Definitely, always a good movie. What the fuck? My phone keeps going off. Dancing Michael? I love Evil Dead. Evil Dead's a great franchise. It's a great film. Roller skates. Were you a derby girl? Yes, RCA. Back in the day, I'm retired now. I retired my number. I played roller derby for almost 7 years. I started out on the Nanaimo Nemesis team on Vancouver Island and then became a part of the Nightshades. This is me. That's me knocking the shit out of the jammer in slow-mo. I was a blocker because I'm a thick bitch. How you doing, Drayden Cardi? I'm a thick bitch, so they put me as a blocker, and anytime they put me as a jammer, I'm slow, but I'm thick, so I would knock the jammer out, right? The jammer is the one that makes the points, so when they wanted to take the jammer out, they brought me or another blocker in. I'm not going to say I was the only one. They would bring me or another blocker in to take the jammer out off at the start. Jammers are usually quite fucking fast. They're your point grabbers. Your blockers are your defense. We are the ones that will block and beat the shit out of the other chick coming around the corner, right? That's what we do. Given Harley Quinn roller derby. I just got Godzilla 2019 Bandai movie monster series. Did you see Godzilla -1? I have not seen any new movies. No, I haven't. But that's awesome, Cairo. That the look on the jammer's face, the look on her face, yeah, that was priceless in real life. She like hit a brick fucking wall. When I first started doing roller derby, I was like Bambi on ice. I'm not going to lie. I looked like I was Bambi on ice. I could not roller skate. I was knock-kneed. I was shaky. But the best thing about roller derby is that they teach you how to play. They give you that confidence, and it's a camaraderie like no other, because you are literally beating the shit out of other bitches on the track, and you are protecting your teammate like she is your sister. So it is a totally different next level camaraderie when it comes to roller derby. And you only wear a specific amount of gear. You wear a helmet, a mouth guard, which helps prevent concussions besides your helmet. You wear wrist guards, elbow pads, knee pads. That's the extent of your gear. Unlike a football player or a hockey player, they wear full padding, head to gear kind of shit. As a roller derby, you do not. You are only wearing a half helmet, and it's usually like a small helmet, a mouth guard, wrist guards, elbows, and knees. That's it. I am sports challenged. I really have to work at my sports. So if there's something I want to do and I'm always pushing myself, I am always pushing my boundaries. I am a scaredy cat when it comes to IRL things like downhill mountain biking. That took me a lot of practice to ride a mountain bike down a goddamn mountain, right? That took a lot. I pushed my boundaries with that. I pushed my boundaries in roller derby. I do things to push my comfortability zone to see how strong I really am, because fear holds us back from numerous things in our lives. And I don't allow fear to hold me back. So I attack. I may suck at it. I may get hurt. Sure, because I do. Not gonna lie. Shit, 30 minutes left. God damn it. What's the history behind roller derby? I never even watched it. You've never watched roller derby at all. So back in the day, Quindy, roller derby started off as an entertainment like the WWE or the WWF, right? And it was back in the 70s. You had Skinny Minnie. She was up there on a bank track. So the bank track would be like this, right? As a little bank. And they would be around that. And it would be girls and like these tiny little things battling it out on roller skates, right?
ReAnimateHer.
It died down. Hi, Unknown. How are ya? Must have been Bruise City. Definitely was RCA. I actually just got home from seeing Godzilla -. Nice, Del. You liked it? Thank you, Dead End. How are you? So it just like a bike, yeah, right? So the whole point of this thing is when you play roller derby, you have a regulation check. It's an oval, and you have 4 blockers on each team and 1 jammer on each team. So there are 10 bodies on the track at all times. Your blockers are your defense. So your blockers are on the track in front of the jammers. They're on roller skates. They are slowly rolling it out. You don't want to leave too far. So they're slowly rolling it out, blocking the other blockers. You're trying to block the other team's jammer from getting points. The jammer gets points by passing the hips of every blocker and jammer. So if my jammer comes up, passes the other team's jammer, that's 1 point. Then my jammer goes past all 4 of the enemy team. That's 4 points. That's 5 points. And my job as a blocker is to protect my jammer. So if a bitch is coming to take out my jammer, I'm taking out that bitch first. And then I'm going to take out the other team's jammer as well to stop them from making any points whatsoever. There are legal blocking zones that you are not allowed to hit. You're not allowed to use your elbows. So none of this, none of this. You can use your shoulder, your hips, your butt. You're able to hit anywhere from the bra strap over. So you know where your bra strap is? Here and over. So from here over, you are allowed to hit. There is no spine hitting, no back of the head hitting, no punching, no elbows, no kicking. Your elbows cannot come up when you're skating. You're in a squat position as well when you are skating as in roller derby. You're squat down, your elbows are in, and you are literally like blocking with your butt. You know, your booty blocking. You use your ass really, and you stick your ass out to the sides, your hips, and that's how you hit people. There's a move called the can opener. It's quite fun to watch. It is a lot of fun to do. Yeah, Kratos, I love watching them, and they're fucking mean. Let me see up here. I've known so many chicas over the years in Derby, and they all seem to bow out in their 30s. I bowed out. It was 37 years old, Kratos. I was about 37. No tripping. No, there isn't. You want to watch roller derby? There's a movie called Whip It. It's a dramatization, but it'll give you an idea of what roller derby is. I thought you could elbow. That was in the 70s, dead end. And that was when roller derby was WWF style, right? So it was for entertainment, not for sport. Where roller derby now, there is rules and regulations. So when you play roller derby, you just can't. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah. Before that, yes. It also has whatchamacallit in it from, what's her name? Natural Born Killers. What's her name? You can tell my heart loves that shit. I just looked up a video and they knock bitch and she flipped over the railing. Yeah, so depending, I was on flat track. So I did flat track roller derby. Flat track roller derby was more popular where I'm at, where there are such things as bank track. And like I said, bank track goes up. Right, so it's like this. It's almost like a skating, like a not roller skating, but like skateboard kind of. Juliette Lewis, that's it, Zach. Juliette Lewis is in it. It's called Whip It. It's really cool, and a lot of the moves that you see in Whip It, we do on track. We do it on the track. We have a move called the can opener, and what the can opener is, you're in squat position when you're in roller derby. You're in squat position. Someone's coming up behind you, another blocker, maybe a jammer. The blocker or the jammer is leaning their chest on your body in a legal position. And what you're going to do is when they're leaning on you, you're going to squat down further, roll, come up, bang. So you're taking this whole part of your body and the momentum of your legs springing you up. You're not leaving the ground. You're just down in a crouch position. Squat position, you roll, come up, and you come up like that, hitting her in the sternum, and knocking her on her ass and taking the wind out of her. So it's taking her even longer to get back up, so she's making less points. Or if you're hitting the blocker, they are not blocking as much. It's really big in the States, and it's really big here in Canada too. It's just not as televised as it is in the United States. Canada has a World Cup. Alberta has the Wild Rose Cup, because we have teams in Edmonton. Eville is in Edmonton, and then you have the Belladonnas here in my city, and then you have Calgary, which also has their team. So we do have the Battle of Alberta for the Wild Rose Cup. The actress who looks like the other one from the other sister. Is roller derby the same thing as rollerball, like the movie? No, it's a bit different. We have a move, so that's the can opener or the bean dip, however you really want to call it. That's one of the two terms they call it. You have to practice it, dead end. It is one that you have to practice. Ross so psyched about hitting a bitch with the can opener, heart rate spiked almost 120. I am an aggressive woman, Deadwalk. I loved roller derby. And if my health was good, I'd still be doing it. I would still be doing it. I worked my ass off because I am literally sports challenged. I have to work harder than the average person at sports. And so when I started doing roller derby, I was so horrible on my skates. It was scary. Like, it was super fucking scary to watch me. I progressed so much, though. I went from fresh meat to part of the team to being a main blocker. And I worked my ass off. I would train 8 hours a week, and practice was 2 days a week. I trained 8 hours a week on top of the 2 days a week, and we had bouts almost every other weekend. A bout is a game. I love the can opener jackknife diving to create splash spraying for competition during spring and summer. Oh, I have no idea what the fuck that is. I am an overdoer. I am Bambi on ice. So yeah, in roller derby, we call our newbies fresh meat. So fresh meat cannot play roller derby. So when you join a team, so when I joined my roller derby team, I wasn't part of the team yet. I was what we called fresh meat. And in fresh meat, you learn how to fall. You learn how to fall. There is a way of falling so you don't get hurt. So you learn how to fall. It's called pick a cheek. So when you're falling, you literally make the decision to fall a certain way. You got to prospect, basically. So they teach you how to fall. They teach you how to do a baseball stop, a plow stop, a Superman. There's numerous things that you have to learn, right? So you have to learn these things. Then you have to learn the rules. All right. So there's regulations and rules. We have a huge league that does international, and they have 2 tests you have to do. You have a physical test and a written test. So you're too competitive. Can't be too competitive for sports, that's for sure. Not in roller derby, at least. Kind of like falling on stage, or even basically. But so when you are playing roller derby, when you get onto your team, once you pass the physical test and the rules, there's a WIFTA. WIFTA is the Women's Flat Track Association. These are the governing rules of roller derby. Every league has to follow them. It's just like the NHL has their rules and regulations. The MLB has their rules and regulations. WIFTA has their regulations for roller derby. If you're going to play roller derby and you're going to be in a league, you have to follow those rules. Hello, Custos. I'm fabulous. How are you? So when I joined, you learn all of the things that are roller derby. Then you take a written test, and this written test is all the rules and regulations that roller derby has, because you have to be safe. After that written test, you have to do a physical test. You have to do 25 laps in 5 minutes around a regulation track. It sounds like, oh, that's easy. You have to do 25 laps in 5 fucking minutes. You have to know how to skate. You have to know how to cross your legs over. So when you're coming into a corner, so instead of just like kicking your feet out, you have to learn how to cross, kick out. And then you have to learn the apex, where to come in in the track, where to go out. It's like racing, knowing the apex, knowing the quickest ways around the track. My first time, I was 27 laps around the regulation track. By the time I was about ready, I was probably about 30 laps around a regulation track in 5 minutes. So you have to learn the ins and outs, how to come into a turn, how to get out of the turn, what's the best track to be in if you're the jammer. There are ways to hit people legally. Legal hits in roller derby that you have to learn before you even allowed to play a game. So there's lots and lots to do in roller derby. If you're young and you're healthy, I would highly fucking suggest it, because it is the best stress reliever. It's the best way to hit somebody and not go to jail. You have a shitty day at work, you get on the fucking track, you take all of that shit that you wanted to do to that person at work, and you put it on the fucking track. And that made you a mean bitch. because that's what I would do. Anything that pissed me off that day, I brought it to the game. I held on to it. I brought it to the game. I channeled it when I'm on my bench and I'm getting ready to get up on the track. That is what I channeled. That took me time to learn how to channel that instead of holding on to it and being a grumpy bitch all week long. It took time to understand how to bring that anger to the track. So what happens if you make a foul hit? You go into the sin bin. Hello, Dargor. Long time no see. How are you? So the sin bin is the penalty box because you do have penalties. If an NSO or a referee, an NSO is somebody who watches the track. So you have numerous people that watch the track. You have numerous referees. You have NSOs that watch the track as well. Welcome back, Monkey. Harness and unleash it. Yeah. Once I got good at roller skating, that is. So those jammers wish the asshole didn't cut Raw off in traffic that day. Exactly. It's a great sport because there was a lot of fun. And it was a way to get aggression out without going to jail. And before I became the person I am today, I was a very angry person back in the day. A very angry person. I was very mean. She can roller derby but not walk down the stairs. You believe it or not, I did not get hurt in roller derby. I had no major issues in I mean, obviously you have the imprint of the wheel on you. Yeah, that happened, you know. You'd fall down, you'd get a bruise on you. I literally had the wheel and the name of the wheel in my skin. I landed. I didn't get hurt, unlike I did in mountain biking. I didn't get hurt. I never broke a bone playing roller derby. I did fall down quite a bit in roller derby or got hit. Didn't break a leg. Didn't blow up my ACL. Didn't do anything like that I did in everything else. Hi, Canadian Simmer. So you actually learn how to skate for roller derby. Yes, dead end. I learned how to roller skate for roller derby. They teach you how to do these things. So then when you're ready, you get my first game. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, a lot of ice. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not, when I say I didn't get hurt, I meant like I never got super injured. Okay, for example, in 2008, I was riding down what's called Dumont. It's downhill, a mountain, Dumont, in Nanaimo. And I was doing this part of the trail called Stairmaster. All sorts of roots and shit coming out of the ground, okay? I was scared of this thing. I was fucking scared of it. And I worked my way up into mountain biking, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I did it. And I got hurt. I got really hurt. I had to crawl down the mountain on my ass, and I blew out my ACL. I blew out my ACL, LCL, MCL, and PCL. I obliterated it. Literally blew that shit right out of the fucking park. I had it fixed in 2010 and then played roller derby after that. I got majorly hurt in mountain biking. Right? But in roller derby, I did not. In roller derby, I got bruises. I fell down. I fell down once on top of a skate in the hoo-hoo area. That hurts. I'm gonna tell you that much. I also fell down on a skate, on another girl's skate, and I had her wheel and the words of her wheel on my thigh. Yeah. Stairmaster. That should have been a sign right there, right? Most of my scars are from pussies or mountain biking in town and in the bush. I gave up skating as a kid, falling on my ass, trying to do the hokey pokey. Yeah. I will tell you, there is a way to fall. Oh, the hoo-ha bone vibrations. Feel that in your teeth every time. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about a fat lip. Yeah, that was good times. Good times. But it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I pushed myself. My roller in mountain biking, I do jumps. I practiced them. I was a big fucking chicken, but I did them. I tried it. I did jumps. I didn't do crazy ass jumps. There's actual video of me and pictures up on my personal Facebook page. Maybe I'll show you guys them one day. Where I do ride my mountain bike down and I do different types of jumps. I did great for somebody who is literally challenged at sports. I did really good. I got really good at jumping from a moving bike. I was like a fucking spider monkey. There are plenty times where in mid downhill, I'd get scared and jump from my bike and jump onto a tree and latch like into a tree. So you're going down. I'd get scared. My reaction is I leave my bike and I hop into a tree because you're going down a fucking mountain, right? There's no like stop and get off. You're going down a fucking mountain. So when you're going down the mountain, the trees are going by really fast. I would pick and choose and I'd jump and latch onto a fucking tree. I got scared. I do that quite a bit. I'd have cuts on the insides of my arms. That's where I got my roller skates, by the way, on my arms, just for roller derby. But I'd have cuts on the insides of my arms because I would jump from the fucking bike while it's moving and hug a tree. Hey, Spage, haven't done mountain biking for ages. Love it, though. But skateboarding was my poison. Nice. Yeah. Wasn't there an indie game you wanted to cover? Fuck, Deadwalk, you are right. There is an indie game I wanted to cover. We'll do that now since we are done talking about it. Also, I told her to stick to the breathing tube story and not blowjob throat injury. I got your back. How was work, Canadian? I would fucking pay to see Tree Raw. I did climbing, mountain biking, and BMX. I did a little bit of like, you know, bike diving. I learned how to roller skate by watching Xandu movies with Olivia Newton-John. Nice, Chloe. So there is a TikTok's not going to see it. So there is a new game. It's a demo out right now. It's called Gore Doctor. Ra of the Jungle. She Kratos, yeah, basically. Like I said, I got scared. I jumped from the bike and hug a tree. I wish I could have done sports of the sort, but I always had really bad knees, and that sucks, Custos. Oh, Zach. Did you need to learn to ice skate? No, I have no idea how to fucking ice skate. And yeah, when I say I jump out, I literally bike dive. I bike dive. I'll be going down a mountain. I'll be going off of a jump or something like that. I'll get scared. I will jump from my bike and hug a tree. Not a fucking problem. I got really good at that. That's not something I should be proud of, but I got fucking good at that. And I probably have videos on my old computer. You probably do. We won't show nobody. But I cannot do anything on any form of water, skate, swim, ski. I can swim. I did finally learn how to swim. I can't ski. I don't do anything else like any of that shit. But I did love roller derby a whole hell of a lot. It was a great sport. Ghosting into a tree sounds painful. It was super fucking painful, Spade, but I got good at it. It's called fear. And when you get scared, that flight or fight, I fucking flew. I would fly. There was this boulder out on this mountain that I was trying to do. As the bike was going over, I knew what to do. I knew to push the bike out in front of me, have my ass go over the back seat, just about touching the back wheel. I knew I was supposed to do that. I was in mid doing that. And I said, oh, fuck no. Leaped from the bike as the bike is moving into a tree. Because, yeah, that's just the way I fucking roll. I get scared and that's it. Okay, this game is called Gore Doctor. Gore Doctor. Unfortunately, TikTok is not going to see it because it's a bit too gory for TikTok.
I couldn't let her die. Even if it meant breaking all the rules.
I'm just going to big swing
my
it.
whole life to it. Until I finally discovered that only death can bring relief. You'll find out soon enough. Welcome to my institute. They call me Gore Doctor.
That's pretty fucking awesome right there. Now, it is in demo right now. And guess what we are going to be checking out on Friday? We are going to be checking out the demo of Gore Doctor on Friday. Ra lowered her voice for that. Of course, there's mannequins. Always fucking mannequins in these games. It does give you Outlast vibes, right, Quindy? This reminds me of the game in the asylum back in the day. Fuck, what was it called? Is that the Suffering? Or what is it called? Because Outlast is like that. Have to see it. Even runs old 486. Yeah, I think so. It's still down here, the old computer. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the demo of Gore Doctor here Friday. So if you guys want to see it, I don't think I'll be able to play it for TikTok. TikTok is very super fragile when it comes to certain things. And for a video game called Gore Doctor, that's all about the gore and blood and guts, that wouldn't be allowed on TikTok. So if you want to see it, hi, Izzy Gray, how are you? If you want to see it, you're going to have to watch me on TikTok Twitch or YouTube, because TikTok will most likely not allow this. TikTok didn't allow my fucking Martha is Dead video when I was cutting her stomach out. I was cutting the baby out of her stomach. They wouldn't show that. Like, what the fuck? It's a video game. And when I cut her face off in Martha is Dead, I cut her face off and held it up, and I was so excited because I yelled out, "I am Leatherface." They wouldn't let me do that one either. Like, what the fuck? We will be playing Martha is Dead, though. We will be playing that game again. TikTok is so strange. Get all these fandom thirst traps, but can't play a video game. It's the gore part. I'm assuming it's too much. The Suffering, Bring Back Memories. Love that game. I don't know. Well, it does have Outlast vibes. That's for sure. I love the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. It's awesome. Have you played Nancy yet, Chloe? I actually really enjoyed Martha is Dead. But yeah, we'll be checking out Gore Doctor on Friday. Pretty soon, Kratos. Usually my Wednesday nights is a shorter night, as it's usually just chatting. But then I get fucking sidetracked because the two things I wanted to talk about, I did talk about, but Deadwalk kept me on track for a little bit of it. Nancy is a badass. I like Nancy as well. Her traps are fun. Especially when victims try to go back in and out and they get trapped up in her fucking barbed wire. Deadwalk keeps this bitch on track for the most part. Coffee Chat of Horrors comes back this Sunday as well, guys. It'll be our last Coffee Chat of Horrors until January. And then in January, Coffee Chat of Horrors comes back every Sunday. So the first Sunday in January is the 7th. So Coffee Chat of Horrors will come back full time every Sunday starting on January 7th. And I have to head out. Hope to catch you on another stream soon. No worries, Rosie. I love your guts. Thank you for popping in. I will slash you later. I will be live again Friday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Okie dokie. I go up for 8 p.m. so I'll say goodbye, meow. Thank you for streaming and sharing about your derby passions. I love people getting excited over things they love. Thank you, She Kratos. Thanks for being here. I love your guts. Be safe. Hopefully you don't get a lot of snow. And I will slash you later. I really do it to annoy Monkey. Good for you, Deadwalk. Good for you. But yeah, I like roller derby. I like talking about it. It's fun. It's definitely a good time. I miss it. I do. I miss it. But I couldn't, health-wise, I couldn't do it. I was unable to. You're trying to figure out how to play as Danny in the game?
Almost every hand you've ever
You know what? This Thursday, If I will put Whip It in the Discord. If anybody wants to watch the movie, I'll put it in the Discord. If anyone is interested in watching Whip It the movie, it kind of gives you an idea of what roller derby is about. Same reason he doesn't give me a dick pic. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. That's really all I had to say tonight. Friday we'll be checking out Gore Doctor in the demo, and then after the demo we might be trying something else out. Maybe I'll go into some Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really haven't decided what the fuck I'm playing on Friday besides Gore Doctor. I would definitely like to also try to finish the Mortuary Assistant, since I've never finished it. I would like to try to finish that as well. So Gore Doctor on Friday, 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time will be live here. Then Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And then Sunday, I think around 11 a.m. Mountain Time for Coffee Chat of Horrors, we will be deep diving into Shaun of the Dead. So if you're interested in learning more about Shaun of the Dead, if it's one of your favorite fun comedy horror movies, then be here for it. There will be a VOD later on, sometime later that week. But nothing will be up on VOD right away. So if you missed the live stream, you'll have to watch it on VOD. And then next Wednesday on Coffin Chat, we are going to talk Friday the 13th. And we're going to talk about the copycat killer. But we're not leaving just yet because GG Grotesque is rating us. What is up, GG? Thank you so very much for rating. Have a good night, Deadwalk. Have a good night. We're going to get our little raid on. We're going to welcome our raiders, and then I'll go into my credits. Hold tight, Dr. Herbert West. The crypt is under siege. Hello, Bee House. Hello. Wait, someone copy chatted the Deadite? How are you, Grotesque? How was your stream? What did you do this evening? It's going great. It's actually fabulous. We are just wrapping up. We were discussing on Coffin Chat, because Wednesday nights is Coffin Chat. It's a horror discussion. We just got done discussing the Scream 7 and the future of the franchise, as well as a shit ton of other horror off topic. And I just showcased an indie horror game demo called Gore Doctor that I am going to be checking out Friday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We also discussed roller derby when I used to play roller derby. I could proofread, but that sounds boring. We survived some Leatherface. Nice. I fucking love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a great game. No, Chloe, I don't play victim really at all. I'm a family main. I hone my family skills. I love playing family. I am not much of a victim. I only play victim so I can use the strategies against them when I play as killer. So I'll play as victim. I'll learn their little cheeky fucking victim ways. And then I will take those victim ways and I will make a strategy so I can murder them. So their strategy doesn't work anymore. Terrors of Tiny Town was the team that I reffed. Oh, nice. You were a derby ref. Right on. I was a blocker for the Nanaimo Nemesis and then the Nightshades, which are two different teams. One's in BC and one was in Alberta. So I was a blocker. Your derby name was Paranorman. My derby name was Carrie Rubbers. My number was 69. Then when I moved to my city and I played for Nightshades, I was Carrie Rubbers, number 35. But my name's a play on words, right? Carrie Rubbers. Carrie Rubbers. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. Fun times. I did it for about 6, almost 7 years in total. That was my name, right? It was Carrie Rubbers. Yeah. The best thing about roller derby was to have these different personas that you could use, different names, and I loved hearing my name on the loudspeaker when the announcer was like, and number 35, Carrie Rubbers, and that's fucking hilarious, and I'm just laughing and giggling to myself all the time because my name is fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about with Deadites, Monkey. Ra is a cock blocker, basically. My main is Sissy and TCM. I love her Poison Mist. Nice. My main is Hitchhiker, but I can play, my main is Hitchhiker, but I play Leatherface, I play Cook, and I play Nancy. It's really like pro wrestling. Basically. I'm sure the crowd enjoyed that, and everybody enjoyed my name when I would tell them what my name was. Start with the fat Jason's a deadite. Yeah, basically is what Monkey's trying to do. That's me right there. My helmet was zombies. I had a lot of fun hitting her. And yes, my knee pads are cheetah print. As a girl's got to have fucking cheetah print. So my knee pads were cheetah print. My wrist guards were cheetah print. My elbow pads were cheetah print. My helmet was gray with a big giant zombies on it and blood and eyeballs and shit. Those good times, man. Lots of fun. But anyways, Serial is not here to say it because he won't say it. You could have been the wall with that block. Yeah. Oh, she didn't know what hit her. Like, the second that it took for her to realize that she was on the ground was funny. You seen it in her eyes. Like, she realized she got hit, right? It was definitely funny. How did you come up with your roller derby name? I don't honestly remember. I don't fucking remember. I know it had something to do with condoms because that's where I got the idea from. Carry rubbers. I don't know if I was writing my name down on a piece of paper, but it had to do with condoms. Don't ask me why. I made my name up eons ago, over a decade ago. And I don't remember really how I came up with it. I'm pretty sure if I look back into my stuff, I probably have my notebook of all the names I was writing down. But I wanted something funny. And everyone had serious names, right? Everybody had these serious names, these mean monster names. And I'm just like, nah, I need something funny. I don't remember how I came up with it, though. You mean it wasn't a zombie cheetah? That would have been fucking cool, Deadwalk. I still have my helmet. I still have my skates. I put my skates on every now and again, and I go outside and try not to break a fucking leg. But I do try. But anyways, guys, it is that time. We are going to get into our credits. If you're watching me on TikTok, thank you so very much for watching us. I appreciate you guys. The next time I will be live here on TikTok will be Sunday for Coffee Chat of Horrors. You guys over on TikTok, have a great night. All right. Also, ReAnimateHer, I looked at no more Jason Dicks at Naughty Soap. Was thinking of getting you one. No, they don't even do Naughty Soap anymore. She wasn't even at the HorrorCon last year. Evening, random looking after one of my regular streamers ended, and I may have found another spooky kid streaming who is older than my car. I am quite fucking old. Quite fucking old. Jason Dix. Quindy, okay, before I leave, before we say our goodbyes, guys, I will tell you what this Jason Dick is. So, Calgary HorrorCon 2 years ago, Monkey and I are there, and there's this lady who makes these custom soaps. And they're in the shape of a dick. I'm not going to do the hand motions. I'm stopping myself. They're in the shape of a dick. And she had Freddy Krueger dick. She had Jason dick. She had Evil Dead dick. Literally evil. 49. Okay, you're a little older than me by a couple of years. I'm 46. But I love horror. If you love horror, then you're going to like it here, The Pastor. I live and breathe horror. I fucking love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. This Sunday, we are doing Coffee Chat of Horrors, which is my deep dive into scary movies. And I play a lot of horror games. I don't just play Dead by Daylight. I play like horror games. It is funny. And to get the soap out, you have to, you got to do the hand motion to get the lotion, basically. Yep. And it's a big raging penis. Okay, not this tiny little fucking thing. It's a big rager, and it's fucking hilarious. He got Pixie one back in the States. I made it over from Facebook. Hello, DK. Well, welcome, guys. Welcome. We are unfortunately getting ready to leave. However, if you like horror, I'm actually, since the pastor came in here and graced us with their presence and coming in and giving us a follow. I'm sure they're another horror fan. And on that note, I'm going to give you a tour around my murder basement. If you would like to see it, Pastor. I've seen those. Yeah. They're quite cool. They're quite funny, actually. What the fuck is going on here? All right, let's see. OBS droid. I use a droid cam. Do your thing. Yeah, hold on, Pastor. I love talking about horror and showing off my murder basement. Like, I love this shit. Hold on, I'll show you. Besides the bright friggin' lights that you guys see. Ignore my printer. It's covering up my Ouija board and brains. Yeah. Hey, Andrew. How are you, buddy? Just a modern printer surrounded by macabre. Yeah. Dargor, it's been a while since you've been here. When I moved into my murder basement. This is my murder basement. That's fantastic. If you don't mind, I'll join your Discord and send you a link, and you might like my vibe as well. I'm a little more goth and a little less Freddy, but I like my spooky shit. Nice, Pastor. Nice. You should catch me on a weekend. So many girls. Where do I begin? Welcome to the crypt. Thank you for the follow. Pastor, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Throw some horror stickers on that printer. I dug that printer out of the fucking grave. Hello, Cemetery Gate. How are you? I am well, Andrew. Thank you very much. Okay, I put a picture of it in the Discord in the picture section. Thank you. If you're in the Discord, you can see Jason's dead.
Are great, but the screamiums will kill you.
Andrew! Thank you, Andrew, for re-sacrificing that delicious soul. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
ReAnimateHer!
Mandy, you're fucking drunk. Go home. No, Mandy's not really drunk. Is the giant Leatherface hard to put together? No, the giant Leatherface is simple. He's light as fuck, and he moves. I'm less in the murder basement and more in a creepy attic. That's cool. That is really cool. I like creepy shit. I will definitely love to see your stuff, Pastor. If you want to join the Discord, go for it. We do watch horror movies in there. We do a lot of gameplay, community games in there, like 7 Days to Die. We like to hang out. Love the cranky clip. There's a lot of cranky in here, Andrew. You hear my name, ReAnimateHer? That's Cranky's voice. If you do boob, is it boob? Is it a command? Maybe it's a command. I don't remember. Is it on here? I don't know. Let me just see here. Is it BOOB? There is my mentor. May he rest in peace. I can't believe it's been this long since he passed away. But that is Cranky Canuck. If you don't know who he is, that is Cranky. He is the man. Yeah. And I believe I have this one in here as well. I still pay homage to that motherfucker because, you know, he is my mentor. You know, that's he is severely missed. Hello, Russia. I can't say your name there, buddy, because I just can't say it. I have no idea what it says, but hello from Canada. Life wouldn't have been the same without him. No, 100%. That's how I met you, Andrew. That's how I met most of the horde in the beginning, was on Mixer because of Cranky. You know what I mean? Do you have the interview that you did? Yeah, I do, Dargor. I have everything that me and Cranky have ever done. More elder goths are always welcome. Yes, all goth, Elder, always welcome here. It's my relaxed day. My weekends is when I get all dolled up. And now I'm old. Yeah, I'm still older than you. But anyways, I hope your life is treating you well. I am just about to end, so I do apologize. I am live again. We will be live again on Friday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll be checking out Gore Doctor, son of a bitch. We'll be checking out Gore Doctor. We may be doing some like mortuary assistant or something like that. I haven't decided which horror game I'm going to play. There is a killer fucking snowman game that I'm going to be playing. It's coming out here soon. So we might actually do that one as well. I think it's only like an hour long. So we may do that one too to start our Christmas off right. That's minus 2 hours. Yes, you are 2 hours ahead of me, Andrew. Was good to see you again. It was good to see you again, Dargor. Thank you for popping in though, dude. I appreciate it. Elder Goss, so everybody's always welcome. Anyways, guys, let's get into our credits. And let me say my thank yous. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate the fact that you took the time out of your evening to stop by here and talk horror with me. We did discuss Scream 7, what happened to Melissa, the future of Scream, and we discussed and checked out Gore Doctor demo. It is on Steam right now. It is only in a demo, so you can check it out if you want. Next Wednesday, we will be discussing my theory and thesis on Friday the 13th, my favorite horror franchise, and we will be talking about the copycat killer, the copycat of Jason Voorhees. Did you guys know that shit? What is Mandy doing? I swear to God, Mandy is fucking rabid right now. Mandy is all sorts of fucked up. I did find a topic, Zach. Topics are not a vocabulary in this bitch's mouth. And we talked about roller derby. We talked about a whole bunch of things like Art the Clown and gore and disturbing, because I'm a gore whore and we love it. But thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me. Andrew, thank you so very much for your 12-month resub. And GG Grotesque, thank you for bringing you and your community in here and rating us. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Monkey, thank you for your watch streak. Regal and Gen X, thank you guys for your watch streaks. Botan, thank you so much for your 2-month resub. I do really, really appreciate it. Basically, Pastor, it's a lot of fun. It's a legal way to hit bitches and not go to fucking jail, man. I loved it. It sucks that I was forced to retire due to health, but it was so much fun.
Almost every hand you've ever shaken has had a dick in it.
Remember that the next time you go to shake hands with somebody. Remember, there was a dick in it. Anyways, Dylan, I love your guts. Thank you for popping in. All right, guys, have an amazing night. Have a fabulous Thursday. Movie night will be a little bit late Thursday, so we're going to push it down to probably about 6 p.m. So if you're in the Discord, make sure you have the movie roll, and we will be watching another horror movie in the Discord. I haven't really decided what we watched. Last week, we watched The Exorcist Believer. I'm not 100% sure what we're watching tomorrow night, but I will take requests if you guys want. Thank you for being here, Pastor Van. It was nice to meet you. Hopefully I get to see you here next time I am live. Deadwalk, thank you so very much for doing what you do and coming in here and keeping the chat clean. I really do appreciate it. Regal, Ake, Celtic, thank you guys so very much. Dargor, Quindy, Andrew, DK, Steve, Dead End, Chloe Adams, Pastor Heavy, Dargor. Have an amazing night, guys. Thank you for spending your time with me. Quindy, Botan, thank you for the great conversations. Zach, thank you for being here as well. Monkey, thank you. Have a fabulous night. Have an awesome tomorrow. And the weekend, we're going to kill some things over the weekend, all right? All right, guys, I love your guts. And I will slash yous all later. Bye. Ooh, stink.